Jenkins, yeah. This is my prediction for Joyce versus Dubois on the coming weekend for SimBoxx. I can see Dubois starting good, probably taking the earlier rounds, but knowing Joyce, he's very, very strong. He's got a wicked engine for a heavyweight. He doesn't seem to move his head much, so he gets caught a lot, but one thing, he's got a good chin. I can see if it's anything before 6 rounds, I fancy Dubois doing it by stoppage, but anything after 6, we know, or everyone else knows, that Joyce is a very, very good engine. You know, could he nick it down the final straight? But I'm definitely going with Dubois for the win, whether it's an early knockout or a close margin fight.
By the way, yeah, with my predictions for SimBoxx for the Joyce versus Dubois fight coming up this weekend. Going for a Dubois win by knockout. I just think the amount that Joyce gets hit and how hard Dubois hits, obviously they both hit hard, but I just think Dubois will be landing cleanly on him. And I think there's only so long that, you know, you can take them shots and keep coming like Joyce does. I think it'll be interesting though to see what happens when Dubois lands on Joyce, lands them shots at people who usually line down off, and Joyce just keeps coming, which I think he will do for the first half of the fight. But, you know, there's only so long you can take them shots, and I think Dubois will end up knocking him out.
Dan Catlin here with my prediction for the Joe Joyce and Daniel Dubois fight. I'm going to have to go for Joe Joyce here with a late stoppage. I think Dubois is relatively untested at the minute, whereas Joe Joyce, you know, he's had his extensive amateur career and he's had harder fights as a pro. I think Dubois will come out explosive, as he always does, but I think Joyce will tuck up, limit the damage he takes early on, take it into the later rounds and get on top of Dubois, causing a stoppage between rounds 8 and 12.
Hello everyone, Ramez Mahmood here. I'm just doing the Dubois and Joyce prediction for SimBoxx. I think it is a genuine 50-50 fight. There's nothing that could happen in this fight that would surprise me. I could see Joe Joyce winning early, I could see Daniel Dubois winning late. I do think Joe Joyce has to be more adaptable than what he has been in recent fights. You can't just walk forward head on to Daniel Dubois. You walk right into his jab, which is like a right hand, and it will be a recipe for disaster. I do think Joe Joyce will make them adaptations though, and I do think he will put out the late stoppage. As I said, it's not a confident pick. There's still questions to be answered about Dubois. We're not sure how he does the rounds. He might be exceptional in the later rounds. We're not sure of that yet. But I do think Joe Joyce just takes it late. His work rate is unbelievable. And at 3-1, if you fancy Joyce, they're good odds. So that's my prediction. Again, not a confident one, but I think Joe Joyce wins it by a late stoppage.
Hi everyone, my name's Kieran Gethin and I'm doing a prediction for the Dubois-Joyce fight for SimBoxx, and my prediction is that Triple D does a demolition job. I can't see any other thing happening other than a knockout for Dubois, so good luck.
Right guys, McGoldrick here. My prediction for Joyce versus Dubois for SimBoxx. I'm going to have to go for Joyce, just purely based on experience. They're both great fighters. It's going to be an exciting fight, but I think Joe's probably just got a little bit of more experience, and the longer the fight goes on, the longer it favours him, I think, although it is a very close, very exciting fight. Cheers.
Joe Williamson here. I've been asked by SimBoxx to give my prediction on the Daniel Dubois Joe Joyce, which is happening next week. I'm going to go with Joe Joyce stoppage in the late rounds.
This is Joe Hughes with my prediction for Dubois Joyce for SimBoxx. I think it's a real 50-50 fight, really interesting fight, as everyone's already saying. Could go one of two ways. I think either Dubois is too strong, too powerful, and takes Joyce out early, or possibly Joyce sort of grinds him down, withstands the shots. He's got a better boxing brain, I think, and better boxing skills than a lot of people give him credit for, Joyce. And eventually grinds away and either gets a late stoppage or on points. I personally think Dubois is just going to hit too hard, but I'm really excited to see the fight.